Hello! Hi guys, welcome back to the Tennessee Innkeeper YouTube channel. My name is Trey, and it's been a minute. It's been a very long minute. Feels like forever. I just haven't had any ants to film, so I've been sitting around thinking like, what could I do? And I forgot that I just have a slew, and I mean a true slew, of ant nests to review. And with it becoming ant season right around the corner, I figured what better time than now to just kind of make some videos showing off the nests that I have, that I've used, try to give a little bit of information on them, and just my personal opinions and, honest thoughts on them. These ants, sorry, you can't have a Tennessee Innkeeper YouTube channel without me like stuttering over myself. None of these nests were sent to me for free. I purchased all of them. I'm going to go over the Tarheel Ants Labyrinth nest today. This is not the XL, this is just the base Labyrinth. So I got it in a light blue color. Let me confirm, yep, it's just called light blue on their website. I have the website above me here just to make sure I'm going over this right. So this is just the base Labyrinth in the light blue color. I did not get the museum glass, so you see the glare. That is one of the things that I do wish that I upgraded about this nest, was the museum glass. But actually, we can just go ahead and take that off because we really don't need it right now. So I got this nest for my Lacyus americanus colony, and for the species size I chose small, and I honestly would not have done it either way. I feel like tiny would have been way too much, because they have different options on their website for the species size. So you go tiny, small, medium, and large. That is what would determine your chamber size. And it was a great nest. I put the ants in there too soon, so they inevitably did die. They just got to where they weren't eating, and they just, you can see where they were putting their trash whenever they did eat, or just the dead bodies of the workers. But this is not a video going over all that. This is just me talking about this nest. So some key features about this nest: it does come with an outworld. Let me see here. Boop. Here is the outworld that I got. You can choose the option for the outworld. It's called the foraging theme. They have a couple different types. I think that I just went with like a basic woodland one. That sounds right. Or like forest underbrush. I think, yeah, forest underbrush is what I think this one was called. I cleaned it up the best I could. It's been sitting for a minute, so that's why it's kind of dark there. It's where I tried to clean out the nest. You can see some of their little dead bodies are still in there, unfortunately. RIP ants, where I didn't get it all out. But this comes with a foraging area, and they do feature magnets, so you can attach the two together. I want to steal my chair back before my cat comes back. So you can attach the two together. They do have lids, so you can choose to get a removable vent. I believe that's what these are. These are not removable though. These are just, the basic vents. I highly recommend removable vents. In the comments, if I'm wrong about that, please let me know. But I'm pretty sure the removable vents are like on the mini hearth, where you can take the individual pieces up and put them back on the top. But let's get over the specs of these. Let's go over the specs, I should say. So the Labyrinth comes in at 5 inches by 7 inches. And I really don't actually know how tall it is. I'm going to say it's about an inch. Alex, about an inch. We can do it American way here. Almost to my thumb knuckle there. That's how tall it is. And the foraging area that came with the nest, it is a 4 by 8, 4 inches tall. So it's 4 by 8 by 4. And with the nest, like I mentioned earlier, there's different color options. You can also change the size. Ooh, there's some dirt there. You can change the size hole that is connected to the nest. And for the outworld, I believe that I went with 3/8 or a quarter. You can go 1/2 inch, 3/8, or a quarter. There's 3 different styles. And 10 out of 10, this has been a great nest. You'll notice these little water dishes in here. That is to do the humidity. You would use a syringe and you'd put it in there. You'd fill it up until your heart's content. You can overflow it if you want. Some ants, I guess, might like that. Mine did not. Every time I accidentally overflowed it, they took off running. So just, make sure you cater to your ants. But this was a great nest. I absolutely loved it. I wish that I wish I still had ants to, keep in it, so that way I could show you guys the nest in action. One thing I do recommend whenever you get this, let's see, I put a piece of vinyl tubing inside of here because there's a weird gap. So I used a small piece of vinyl tubing, I just shoved it in the hole, and then whenever it was connected, it would create a more secure lock. And you can see the tube in there just chilling. So I highly recommend this nest. It's a great nest if you, again, just want to upgrade from a mini hearth. This would be the perfect size for like a larger to medium-sized species. I don't know if I would toss a smaller, tiny species in here right from a mini hearth. That's exactly what I did with my Lacyus americanus, and again, I think they died because the nest was too big. That or mites, maybe, I really don't know. But either way, make sure you guys are upgrading the proper way before investing in these nests. If you feel this is the right pick, this does start out at $134.99 at the time of making this video. But obviously, as you add more options, that does increase the price. So keep that in mind. The museum glass, I believe, adds $50 on top of the current cost. So always keep that in mind. It's actually $25 for the museum glass for the nest, and I believe it's another $25 for the Outworld, because I do believe you can get the Outworld museum glass quality as well. I really do recommend the museum glass. Do not skip that deal out, because if you're like me and you're trying to film your ants, it's very hard to when you've got this annoying little glow right there from your camera flash. So again, highly recommend this nest. It's not super heavy and it doesn't take up a lot of desk space. It does take a while to make. So, whenever you order it, expect like, a little bit of around a month, maybe, depending on what's, time of year it is. Just be patient with them. They are handmade, hand carved, everything. So patience is key. So make sure you get this before you are, desperate for an upgrade. One thing I would recommend is maybe getting 2 Outworlds. You can buy the extra Outworlds separately on their website, or you can make one, whatever you want to do. But there is a little connector right there, so that way you can add another Outworld, maybe another nest. It's really like unlimited upgrades here, honestly. Just make it yours. Make sure the ants are happy, feed them right and everything, and they will grow very good in this nest. 10 out of 10, recommend. Oh, see, if you don't connect it right with that vinyl tube though, it will buckle. So make sure you're doing everything right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry I have been gone for so long. It has just been one of those seasons, I guess. You can also get the dark plate for this for an extra $25, I believe. I just put a rag over top of mine. I've gotten to where I just use washcloths, put it on top. Don't have to worry about the light. It also kind of helps keep it a little warm because it is a washcloth. You can use a heating cable with these. It's safe. Just make sure you use a low wattage heat cable, because the ants will burn. They will melt. They will die. Do not do that to the ants. 10 out of 10 you will feel bad whenever your ants are dead. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry you could hear my 3D printer going in the background. It's like I always want to make a YouTube video whenever I have something going and being made. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions, concerns, even your own personal experience with these nests. Leave it in the comments. I'd love to know what you have to say. I really just wanted to show this off because there are a few videos on the Tarheel ant nests, as a whole. But, another one to help maybe give someone an idea of what it looks like. Maybe this will do it, Just here to help you guys out. And we'll see you in the next one. The next one I will be reviewing the extra large Labyrinth. So it will be a lot bigger than this. I'll do a side-by-side, and you guys can kind of see how that looks. I had my Formica pallidiflua in a very large Labyrinth, the extra large, and it was superb. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, especially as ant season is ramping up. We will be trying our best to get some ants this season. I have not seen any. Normally May is around the time that ants fly in my area. It's also been very dry, so there's not been much luck. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you again. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. How many times can I say I'll see you later? Golly.